Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We have a major update today about Candace Owens that you do not want to miss. Before we dive in, Donald Trump and Melania Trump have launched their own official crypto meme coins. So below you will find tutorial links on how to get them, and we have special referral links for you. This is not financial advice, but simply if you're interested, we have step-by-step links below showing you how to get them. Okay guys, now let's jump into today's video. So there's a clip when Candace Owens was on the Joe Rogan show, and they talk about the incident that made Candace a conservative. Basically, she narrowed it down to outraged culture. Candace opens up about what happened to her in high school, which starts this whole thing, guys. Check out this first clip.
Of a hate crime when I was in high school.
When you say quote unquote victim,
because I hate the word victim. No, I hate the word victim. And I'm like, and again, early, I can see why early on I've sort of developed this mentality that like there's no value in being a victim, and people rush to call people a victim. They rush to call somebody the aggressor.
So how do you describe it? That you experienced a hate crime?
I experienced something that was labeled a hate crime. I wouldn't even call it a hate crime. I think we live in a label obsessed culture, and before we seek to understand what happened, we seek to
put in a box.
Yeah. Like,
so what happened?
Someone has to be a demon and someone has to be an angel.
Right.
So what happened was I received some voicemail messages from about 4 kids, and the language was pretty strong. It was like, we're going to tar and feather your family. We're going to put a bullet in the back of your head like we did to Martin Luther King, N-word, N-word, N-word.
And you received these on your phone?
On my cell phone, yeah.
How'd they get your phone number?
Well, there was a prank phone call, so I didn't know. I was like 4 male voices, and I was like in high school at the time, and I was like, okay, I cannot think of 4 human beings that want me dead that would say, like, we're going to put a bullet in the back of your head like we did to Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks, like naming off.
Where'd you go to school? Where were you? What part of the country?
Stanford High School in Connecticut.
Okay, that's a shithole.
Yeah, it's a total shithole.
Okay guys, so
Connecticut's
that's crazy. So fast forward into the interview, she goes on to explain a little bit more that I want to show you guys. It's literally so crazy that she went through all this, but it makes sense on like why she is the way she is today. Here, check out this clip from the same interview too, guys.
But unfortunately for me, one of the people in the car happened to be the current governor of Connecticut's son.
Oh.
So this turned from like some kids prank called to like said some awful things to like front page of the newspaper throughout the entire state of Connecticut, a little bit in New York. NAACP outside of my school. It was like this situation that was talking about outrage culture, my first like introduction to outrage culture and the things that sort of formed my thoughts. Like this was a very formative experience in my life, which to me, it was non-political, but it was like, my life wasn't mine. Like I went from like sitting down I was watching Talladega Nights with my boyfriend to being the most discussed person in the state of Connecticut. And what was interesting about it was just that because it was the governor of Connecticut's son that was in this car, they had to get the FBI involved to determine the authenticity of the like maybe she called herself, right? He instead of just saying like, yes, it was my son, he actually let the FBI investigate for 6 weeks and waited for his son to get arrested 6 weeks later. You know what I mean? Like,
did his son deny it?
They just want to see if they could get away with it. This is politics. You know what I mean? Like, can we get away with it? Is it plausible for us to get away with it? You know, so 6 weeks of the entire state. I left school. People were like fighting on my behalf,
You left school? You like, I'm gonna take a break?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was just
Senior
like
year?
Yeah.
Damn.
This was just like, it was like a monstrosity of a situation, and it was one of those things where like literally like letters to the editor, it'd be like moms like talk about outrage culture, right? Like, I don't believe Candace, like this happened, this girl she called herself, like you're like, I'm just looking for attention one night, and I decided to say I was gonna hang my family.
Guys, that's crazy. And she even goes further into the interview saying that all what she wanted was just a simple apology from these guys. Like, she didn't even want it to get that big. So this is crazy, guys. Let me know your thoughts in a comment below, and thank you so much for watching today's video. Bye.